easiest way for you to achieve your goals this year is to become a version of you that has already achieved your goals. It's all about you replacing this current self-image, because you only have to look at your results right now, and your results are reflecting back your current state of being, or your current thoughts, feelings, how you see yourself and behave. That self-image is actually causing you to have the results you have right now. But you can, in fact, you must replace it. Because if you're going to have the best year you've ever had, then you have to become a new version of yourself. So today, I'm going to actually share with you the actual template, the formula I give my clients that Bob Proctor gave me, that's going to support you right now to start to think, feel, and behave differently. And then your goals, what you would love this year, start to move towards you. Because remember, if you go back to some of my other videos, I'll pop one in here later on at the end. I'm talking about we're changing your feeling. Your self-image is a feeling, and I'm all about changing that feeling about you so that you start to extract rather than doing all the gritting and grinding. All right, let's get going with the teaching today. Day 8, we are on already. Can you believe it? So the formula I give my clients is all about you sitting down and actually writing out a script, no ordinary script, but a script of your future self. I mean, I'm going to let you know, you've already been that version. You've already been that version on a number of occasions. Often, this version, this magnificent version, often appears in adverse situations. I remember working for Qantas, and I, of course, was the lead flight attendant, the customer service manager, and of course I had to handle all the medical emergencies and all the security occurrences. And there were many a times that I actually surprised myself how I handled various situations. And there'd be a lot of shenanigans at 35,000 feet in a tour of duty of 14 hours and beyond. I mean, a lot of you-know-what would go down. And I would often, at the end of the flight, get off and go, oh my God, who was that woman? Where did she come from? My goodness, you were amazing. And of course, all I did was change my state. I became an identity of authority, of responsibility, of conviction and confidence to handle some sticky situations. And often when I got to the hotel at the other end, I actually was surprised that I had it in me. Well, you do have it in you. And we often think, oh, we have to become this new version. No, you don't. You've actually been that version before. It's about remembering when you stepped into your magnificence. And what I would love you to entertain the idea about is that you are going to get into the habit of being that version of you constantly, right? It becomes your new second skin, right? Your lifestyle, where you're showing up on a daily basis as this new version of yourself. So here is the formula I'm going to share with you. And this is some of the footwork now. I've done some teachings over the last 4 days on self-image, but today we're doing some footwork. Just like I give my clients homework, home play, whatever you want to call it, here it is. So what I would love for you today is go and get your goal card, okay? Get your goal card, pull it out. I want you to get a blank piece of paper. I want you to put the goal card at the top, or even write out the goal, the C-type goal, the big daddy you're going after. And then I want you to write, if I have already achieved this, who have I become? Who am I? Right? And the goal itself, if you ask the question from the goal, that you have already arrived, not from where you are, but you're going to transport yourself to the end. You're going to live from the end, not to the end, but from the end. And you're going to ask yourself the question, who am I? How do I think? How do I think about myself? How do I feel? I mean, after all, you've arrived. You've achieved your goal. How are you feeling? What sort of decision maker are you? Because we've talked about decision. So remember, your decision making is going to be very different than the old version of you. I want you to ask yourself also, how do you actually see yourself, right? What are you actually doing? And this is, of course, taking yourself to the end result and actually physically seeing yourself in an image, in a outing, wherever it might be, and actually seeing yourself. It's like you're in a movie. You've gone to see the movie and you've gone to see you on the big screen, okay? And you're seeing yourself in your beautiful home or with your SP, or maybe you are in front of a Zoom room and it's filled with faces of your clients. I want you to ask yourself, who am I in that picture? Like, how am I thinking? How am I feeling? And what am I seeing I am? I mean, has your posture changed? Has your speech changed? What are your gestures like, right? It's almost like you are going to study a character for a script that you have been asked to participate in. This movie you've been asked to participate in, and this movie is your life. And you have arrived and you're living your dream life. So you're not going to describe your current version of yourself. Not at all. You are going to transport yourself to a new version of yourself. What are you thinking about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? What do you see about yourself? The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, your gestures, the way you dress. I mean, has your hair color changed? I mean, my hair color is changing, right? Ever since coming home to Australia, I've made a decision to change my image and go more natural. So it's about seeing yourself differently. I also would love for you to see how you are acting. If you are running a business, then see yourself having a number of sales calls. See yourself interacting with your clients. What are your clients saying about you? What are your clients doing for you? I mean, this is the movie, and you get to write it, and you are the star of your own movie. So this is your home play today, is to go and write out the script. And don't let the inner critic, the old image, stop you from doing the work. Oh, all hell's going to break loose. I know that. As you start writing out the script. And look, it only has to be maybe one page. I love doing this work. I like writing out my new winning image, right? Because when I write it out, and write it out, and then I use my imagination and I visit that scene, and then I come back and I write it out again. I'm crystallizing this new version of me into the deep recess of my subconscious mind. I am replacing my old self-image. And of course, this is going to take time. So for some of you, you may want instant gratification. Sorry to disappoint you, but repetition is the name of the game. And you know, repetition is the mother of all skills. But the more you do this, using your imagination, because when you write, you actually think in pictures, because we are conditioned to think in pictures. So as you write, the picture's going to get clearer and clearer. And what you're really doing is you are creating new brain cells. New brain cells about yourself, right? This new version of yourself. And if you do this over a number of days, getting this picture of you, this new you, and you keep writing out and visualizing it, then you will become it. But as you do it often, it puts you in a phenomenal vibration, And this is when you start to attract. Because we've changed the feeling about you. Because remember, our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings change our behavior, our action. So all I'm getting you to do is to feel different. That feeling is going to go out into the universe, and that feeling becomes very magnetic for you to attract what you would love. So go and do the home play. Leave your comments below. If you want help, book a call with me. I'll get on a call with you. I'll help clarify it with you. I made a promise that for 30 days in January, 31 days actually in January, I am going to be here for you, to coach you, mentor you, and give you a taste of my mindset system. I've just put it into a series. So look, I can't give it to you because it's a 6-month program, but I'm getting you off to a rich royal start, to help you master your mind, to start to harness the power of your mind, to start to help you use your mind effectively. Because most people think they're thinking, they're not. The thinking you're doing is just surface thinking. How do I know? Because your results always tell the truth about what you're really thinking about, and this is all coming from your programming and your current self-image. All right, my loves, that's it for me. See you tomorrow for day 9.